Let's see if we can beat number 3 in the division.
Next, we rotate over to triple threat my team action with T773678. One bucket.
Up next, the Celtics taking on... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. D-Agent.
Thank you, Kevin.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Johnson. Levine is out there with MP. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, filling the perimeter slots are Richardson and Brown. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Schroeder in at the corner. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Here's Tatum. The Bulls getting the bucket. Brown finds Horford. That one's not going to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
It's Brown with the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first. Yeah, the defender all over.
Bulls shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Tatum. The 9-foot shot. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game. But really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger. You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Jason Tatum has proven to be a knockdown three-point shooter. Huge asset for his team.
MP kicks to Levine. Here's Vucevic, rebounded by the Celtics. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, you know, is starting to dominate other all-stars in his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That is the size and power coming into play right there. Vucevic excels at using his physical advantages to capitalize.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. Bradley's checked in for Johnson. Now here's Schroeder in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Here's Tatum. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
MP against Tatum. Bradley trying to break free. And the basket by MP.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Williams passes to Tatum. No good on the 3. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Levine. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine.
boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
And here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Schroeder with the ball. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Bradley. Tatum no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Great positioning on the putback.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Schroeder. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Schroeder outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Out in the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Horford at center. That's the Boston Five. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was superb. He added 27 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. And on top of that, the energy and hustle he played with was really impressive, which is why he was able to stuff the stat sheet. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's MP. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trailed by 11.
And free agency unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason, and cap space drying up quickly, and he just lacked suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
To the middle. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. And it's 6 points for Horford.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Here's MP. Puts it up from 15. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Horford finds Richardson. Schroeder. Horford trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Schroeder. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From 11 feet away, MP, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Passes to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Chicago. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Vucevic. Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. A 3 from Tatum. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Brown missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
The drive by MP. That shot is off. Great D that time from Tatum. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With the young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remain. David, thanks. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Free throw good, MP. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Horford. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Richardson. And it's Pritchard in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Bulls, Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Derek Jones comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonzo Ball in for LaVine. Pritchard hits the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. Drafted late, 26th overall in 2020. Pritchard hit the ground running and really has never looked back.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from those guys that get 4 years of college playing for a very sound coach. Peyton was physically ready. His strength is a key part of his game. Listen, the skill set, the dedication, the basketball IQ, it's all baked in by the time he arrives at the league level.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The drive by MP. And he gets the bucket. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Pritchard. 11 points in the game. And it's Brown missing. Now MP. With the drive. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding them.
Smart passes to Pritchard. Back to Smart. Fires the 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Smart's got 5 points so far.
It's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Robert Williams is checked in for one.
Substitution on the court.
Get outside, get outside.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Smart kicks to Horford. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Bob Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Smart. Williams trying to break free.
Boy, how aggressive is Marcus Smart? The ability to explode off and get the dunk home.
The pass to Johnson. Back to MP. Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Johnson. Hard to Rosen on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum kicks to Horford. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
MP passes to Vucevic. MP with it. Outguarded by Smart. DeRozan surveying the D. Over Brown. Here's Vucevic. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Vucevic has got 19 points.
Wow, Vucevic with a big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
2 minutes.
Vucevic against Williams.
2 minutes.
Back to Smart. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's MP. Offensive rebound. Boston's gone 1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low. And Williams with the stuff.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game. Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked him.
Tatum no good. Bulls trailed by 4. To the inside. Unloads from 9. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Boston making some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Robert Williams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Marcus Smart.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
And it's Brown missing. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The drive by MP. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Here's Brown. Yes!
Well, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
MP against Horford. It's good!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Brown against DeRozan. And here is Brown. Lets it go from deep. Misses the tray. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game.
All right.
They break
That
the
was a
hearts
big
of
win.
every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had.